50. So that's why it's not super interesting to do.
Mhm.
But that is an example of one type of angle relationship that you will see. And you need to know this, like it's very important to give it the right name.
Vertical, right? Okay.
Um, so I'm just looking for some other ones here that we can look at. All right, yeah, here's another one. Here it is. What type of angles are these?
Well, these are on the same side, so it's not type of angle.
How about key information? Do you know whether
These are
they're
not
congruent?
congruent. These are not congruent because they're
That's
not
right.
I can tell
Did
you
they
that.
did
The
they add
angle
up to
though, I'm not
something?
sure. That's something I
How
could
about
think about.
do you know if they add up to something?
Do they add up to 180?
They do. They're
So they're
supplementary.
isosceles. Is this an isosceles?
That's the triangle. These make up what's called a linear pair.
A linear pair.
Okay. So the equation is that angle one plus angle two equals 180.
115 plus. Okay. Do you want me to solve that or?
Sure. Yeah.
$17.5.
Okay. Now this time we do want to try it in the 4n minus 5
Mhm.
because we want to know if that works. That gives us the angle measure we expect.
Okay. So
So
I'll
could you
plug that
try
in.
that? Yeah, put that in. Let me know what you come up with.
I got 65.
65 degrees and 65 plus 115 is 180. That's consistent with what we expect. All right. Any questions, thoughts on that? Before
Oh
we move
yeah,
on?
that makes sense. I got that.
Now there's some others that aren't as common, um, but we'll come back to those. All right, so I'm just looking for some new problems here. This is going to be good for us to do in a moment. Wow, this is kind of frustrating. Can't find what I want here. All right, here we go. So here is your new problem here. And I'll do the same thing as the previous problem. I'll grab the kind of this kind of thing. This is your thought process. What types of angles are these? Key information. Are they congruent? Do they add up to something?
Types of angles, alternate interior, and I think these would be congruent, add up to 180.
Well, that's different. You can't say they're congruent and they add up to 180 typically. Yes, they are alternate interior angles. So they're either congruent.
So wait, they can't be congruent, but oh yeah, that contra. Yeah, okay, then they're
Well,
congruent.
well, it's possible. What if they were both 90?
Then it could be 180, but in this case,
Yeah,
it doesn't seem like that'd be true.
yeah, congruent's kind of where you're going. So what is the equation that you would set up?
I would do x plus 10 equals 4x minus 20.
Okay. Could you solve that for me, please?
X equals 10.
Does equal 10. Now, with this value of x, you can go back and find either angle measure. So could you do that for me, please?
Yeah. I did for 4x minus 20, and that equals 20.
The angle measure is 20 degrees. Yeah. All right, good job. Okay, so here is another type of problem that you might see. So these are parallel going this way. This is 60 degrees, and this one right here is 4x minus 4 degrees. So what type of angle measures are these? What types of angles?
Same side.
They're
It's
not both
60.
in the they're not both in the interior.
Yeah, no, I was about to say, yeah, 60 is on the exterior. So
That's
same
right.
side. When one's on the interior and one's on the exterior, what is that called?
These are corresponding angles. And there's a lot of corresponding angles, if you remember.
Yeah,
Are corresponding angles congruent or do they add up to 180?
they add up to 180.
Add up to 180. So they're supplementary, add to 180, whatever you want to write down.
Mhm.
All right, I'd like you. No, I'm sorry. No, no, no. Why did I let you talk me into that? They're congruent. They're congruent. Wow. Okay. So though that means that they equal each other. So go ahead and set those equations equal and solve for x. I'm going to be right
So
back with you.
it would
Question?
just be 4x minus 4 equals 60.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be right back with you.
All right.
All right, I am back. What did you end up coming up with for your
X
solution?
equals 16.
Okay. And when you put that back in, did you get, I don't know, maybe you didn't do that yet because I didn't tell you. Do you get 60 degrees?
Let me plug it back in. Yes.
You do. Okay. Like I said, there's a bunch of corresponding angles. Maybe we should go through all of those. Yeah, why not? Okay. There are four congruency statements that you can make for corresponding angles.
Hmm.
So angle 1 is congruent to angle 5. Angle 2 is congruent to angle 6. Now, keep in mind, there's more than this that are congruent. These are just the corresponding angles. Angle
Is it
3 is congruent to
7?
angle 7. Sorry, did you have a question? I'm sorry.
Oh, no, no, no. I was saying 3 is 7. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And you have to know all of those.
Mhm.
All right. Okay, so let me grab another. Uh, we're going through all of the possibilities, by the way. There's, we'll have hit them all, and then yeah, you will then be in good shape for your quiz.
Got it.
All right, so what type of angles are these?
Alternate exterior.
Yes. And are these congruent or do they add up to something?
I think they're congruent
They are congruent.
because, yeah, oh, wait. So then it would be my equation 10x time 10x minus 5 equals 85.
Okay, so go ahead and solve for x and then put it back in and tell me what you come up with.
And yeah, they're congruent because when you plug x equals 9 back into 10x minus 5, it equals 85.
All right. So the next classification that you might see, and I got to draw this one, is all right, so let's say that this is, oh boy, I didn't draw this very well. All right. This is 110 degrees, and then the angle right here is 5x minus 35. What type of angles are these?
So wait, both of those are on the top.
Yes.
Okay, so that's same side interior.
So what is there a name that we give to the same side interior, or is it just same side interior?
I'm not sure about the name part. I thought it would
It's okay, the same side interior. I mean, sometimes I see like consecutive in there.
oh yeah,
Okay.
that
But
didn't ring a bell.
these add up to
So
180.
yeah, this would be called a consecutive angle.
Well, it's consecutive in the interior. You may double check if your teacher has a preference for wording there.
Okay. So it's 5x
Uh,
minus 35 equals 118.
that's 110 at the top, but they add up to 180.
Oh, that's 110.
Yeah,
Oh,
but they
okay.
add up to 180.
I'm getting 220 when I add it up. Oh, wait. I didn't realize that was the equation. I
Yeah,
had
the
it.
two angles added together equal 180.
X equals 21.
Okay, so put it back into the equation. And remember, the two angles have to add to 180, so the other angle will be 70 when you're all done. Does that work?
Yeah. 105 minus 35 is 70.
All right, good job. Okay. So we've covered, I think we've covered all of them for that. We'll now move to isosceles triangles. You mentioned this earlier, and I do think that it's something that could show up on your quiz. In an isosceles triangle, there's two congruent sides that refer to two base angles. The base angles are congruent, and they're across from the congruent sides.
So
So like it depends on the picture I give you what is happening. So let me put a triangle in front of you. There's two types of problems you'll see. This is type 1. So they give you that these two sides are congruent, which means these angles are
both
congruent.
75.
Both 75. So here x is 75. Now, how do you find y? What do you know about the sum of the interior angles in a triangle?
180.
Yeah. So could you find y for us, please?
Y equals 30.
Y equals 30. Good. Okay. Now, the other type of problem you will see is where they do not give you the base angle. They just tell you, they either call it x or they don't label it all. But what is the missing angle? Is it 40 or is it x?
No, it's not 40.
It's x.
Yeah. So 180. Hold on.
So the three angles add up to,
Both x's are 70.
right, right, good. Okay. Any questions on that before we proceed?
No, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Got that.
So let me give you a mixture of problems now to try. I'll try to find ones we haven't done yet. And then put in some more difficult ones. All right, here we go. All right, so in addition to the equation, I want to know type of angle here, or type of angles. What's the angle relationship? I know it's really a terrible, grainy drawing, but just ask me questions if you have any. The type of angle first, then the equation comes second.
Oh, wait, what was the word you just told me? Um, well, I think this is same side interior, but
It is same side interior. Very
what's
good.
that word again?
I said consecutive,
Oh, yeah,
but
consecutive.
I think that's fine.
Okay.
So what's the equation? Are they equal or do they add up to something?
I think they add up to something, right?
They do. They add up to 180.
So what I just do, oh, wait, 4x plus 6x equals 180.
Very good.
10x um, x equals 18. Now let me plug that in and see what they add up to. One oh eight plus 72 is 180.
Okay, so it does work.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. So you put them in both of those equations, right?
Yeah, I put them in for both.
Fantastic. All right. So here's the rest of the problem. And I want to like overwhelm you with all the things that I asked for. So, um, why should that get so bad? All right. So you found X. X is 18. Very good. You get the points for that. H to F to C. All right. So I want you to not tell me, but just kind of look at this and see if you can figure out where H to F to C is, and then I'm going to draw it.
Yeah, I can tell.
Okay. So here's H to F to C. It ends up being this 6x.
Hmm.
Is that what you had in your mind?
Yeah,
Great. And you already calculated that. That's great. B to B to G. Where is this one here?
that's the 4x.
Yeah, and I would have added in here. I would have added in angle like ABG. If you kind of visualize where that is for a moment before I draw it.
I see it.
So that's here and that's here. It's actually angle B. Couple ways to do it. It's 180 minus 4x. Those make up a linear pair. So you said 4x, this DBG was 72. Like you would have figured out that that was 72. So this,
Right. Based
the other
off
one was 108. So this would have been
108.
180 minus 72, which is 108, which shouldn't have been surprising because B and 6x are alternate interior angles.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could say, oh yeah, it's 6x. There's like a lot of ways to find these. Okay, let me give you a problem here to try on your own. All right, so here you go. Go ahead and give this a try. And let me know what you come up with. Ask me any questions along the way.
Just to clarify my equation, I think so. I would do 3x plus 72 plus 6x equals 180 because I'm pretty sure that these total to a 180.
What's the name of the angles?
Um, Alternate exterior angles.
Okay, so they are congruent. They do not add up to one
Oh,
another. They
so they
just
equal something? They equal
they
the same.
equal each other.
So I need to do 3x plus 72 equals 6x. I got x equals 24, but then when
Okay.
I plug them back in, that doesn't equal the same thing.
Let's take a look here. It is correct. 20, 24 is correct. So 3 times 24 plus 72 should be 144. 6 times 24 should be 144.
Mhm.
Go ahead and double check that.
Oh, yeah, no, that makes sense. I got 6 times 24, but then I just messed up on the top part. But yeah, I got them both equal 144 now.
All right, cool. Let's keep going here with some more examples, problems to work on. All right, let's switch it up to an isosceles triangle. Add some letters to this one. It doesn't have enough going on with it. All right, so let me add in Y, Z, W, and V. Actually, I take that back because you want to do these in the order. So let me do more like it would be A, B, C, and D. This is more like what you were seeing last week.
So when I see those on the bottom triangle, is it C and D that are going to equal?
Yes, they are congruent.
Okay.
There, you can draw these arrows for base angles.
And A and B is the same as C and D in that situation, right?
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
Oh wait, no. B is the out like A and 65 are the same, right?
It's
Okay. is 65 and X the same? Because
No.
how else do you see then the bottom? Because I have A and B, but where?
What type of angles are B and C? They meet at an X.
There can that's is that a congruent angle?
Yeah,
And congruents are the same, correct?
they're the same.
Okay. All right. In that case, I think I got it then. A is 65, B is 50, C is 50, D is 50, X is 80.
Very good. Forgot to put that one in. All right. All right, let me give you another one like this. All right. I'm gonna label a few more here, so just go bear with me here to figure that out. All right, let's go A, B, X, and then Y and Z. So the order is A, B, X, Y, and Z.
So wait, here, am I trying to find something that's congruent to set me up for like the other side? Because, um, or what does 28 have to do with A and that red? Is that square just there to try to confuse me? Or
No, no, it means it's very important. It
yeah,
means
because doesn't that mean that's not, well,
yes,
I
90.
know that that's 90 degrees, but then
So
there's
so
a line.
well, don't worry
Oh,
about the
wait,
line. A plus 28.
90 minus 28 equals A.
There you go.
All right, I got A equals 62, B equals 62, C equals 56, Y equals 76, Z equals 76.
Adding them up here as we go. That looks good. Yeah. All right. Okay, let's go back to parallel lines, kind of. All right. So I want you to find, and I guess I prefer letters, A, B, C, These aren't necessarily in the order you should find them in, but they're just the letters that they might, they're kind of in order. Oh, and these are parallel. That's important.
C and D are congruent, correct?
They're vertical angles.
Hmm. Okay, I think I got it. We might have to work through like one or two of them, but to start, A, B, and C.
Okay, what's A?
Uh,
What's A?
I got 110, 35, and 35.
For A and
Yeah.
110 make a linear pair.
Oh, so that wouldn't even make sense.
No, no. This is a linear pair up here. So they add up to 180. It's not an isosceles triangle either. There's no markings to indicate that.
So if it's linear, that's 180. 180 minus 110 is 70.
Right?
All
B
right.
and 115 also make a linear pair, and then you can use the triangle sum to find the angle C. And then from there you can go to get some of the rest.
B equals 65.
Okay.
C equals 45.
Yeah, that's right.
And then C and D are congruent, so D is 45.
Okay.
Now we have E. Um, but you said these lines are parallel. So
Yeah,
wouldn't,
E and D are the same. Or I'm
yeah.
sorry. No, no, sorry. I gave you
Oh,
the wrong. Yeah. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong letter. So E is, I mean it's yeah, these parallel lines that matters.
does the 115 go down to F and then we do the same thing or no?
But B and E are congruent. That's so funny.
B and E are congruent, you said?
Yes, B and E are congruent. They're corresponding. Same with 115 and F. They are also corresponding.
All right, so E equals 115, and then F equals 65.
They're corresponding. Corresponding means they're congruent.
So are they the same? Or like, is it
Yes, congruent means they're the
one?
same.
Yeah, it's 115 then.
Yes.
Okay, so then E is 65.
E is 65. F is
It's 115.
right. The same thing applies to G.
G is 45.
G is 45. Good. Okay. All right, we got time for one more here. All right, so M and N are congruent. See if you can use that to find X.
And then, oh, would it be would the 48 come down to that left side and fill in that, and then we would figure out the sum from that? Like, hold on.
So the thing that I think maybe isn't clear because you're just distracted by all these lines is that these are now same side interior. So the 48 plus X plus the 72 equals 180. So
40,
in this case,
72 is 120.
yeah, in this
X
case,
plus
X ends up,
120. Um, X is equal to 60.
yeah, you got it.
And then do I find the sum? Like
No, I
72?
mean, you can, but that's
Oh,
that's
right.
up to you.
Okay.
Okay, so we're all done for today, out of time here.